What is a juggalo? Simply put, it's a fan of the Insane Clown Posse. But in reality, it's much more than that. Juggalos are a lifestyle, a subculture, the last true subculture that is left in America. You know, when I first got into this scene 23 years ago now, 2003, I was a little kid, barely had internet access. I legitimately had Windows 98 in my house till 2007. So everything I learned about ICP was through the albums, the occasional website pull up at school, when I could get Windows 98 to load a page on Hatchet Gear, because that's where I got all my school clothes was ICP shit. Being a juggalo 20 years ago, I think means something different than it does now. What does it mean now? What makes you a juggalo? When I was getting into this, quite simply it was that we were the outcasts. We had somewhere we can all band together and all relate to one thing together, which was the music. And some of us were outcasts because we were weird. Some of us were outcasts because, yeah, we were weird. There's a lot of different reasons. Nerds, you know, you can, I guess, file nerd under weird for a lot of people. Not so much anymore, but at least back in the day, that was a common opinion to have. If you're a nerd, you're weird because you like things a little too passionately. You know, and that kind of was what it was. You know, the core of being a juggalo was being a nerd. You find out about this band that has a lore, a story that spans, when I got into it, over 10 years. And me being the type of person I am, which I truly believe you're either born a juggalo or you're not, either born weird or you're not, you either have autism or you don't. I think a little bit has to do with that. The thing is that when we got into this, a lot of us, it almost became like a badge of honor to know more than anybody. Like, oh, I know who D-Lyrical is, or when people were first reading Behind the Paint. Because again, when I first got into this, Behind the Paint was still a new book. It was only 2 years old, or you were a year old, I think, even at that point. I think the book came out in 2002? Maybe 2003 even, I don't know. But I know it was before Hell's Pit. That's all which is also when I got into this, just before Hell's Pit came out. But it was like a badge of honor to know your shit. And online, at least, motherfuckers would jug check you. You'd be clown checked. Like, alright, fucking you think you know your shit, then name track 5 off Dog Beats. Which is, I guess, a trick question, right? Is there 5 tracks on Dog Beats, or is it only 4? There you go. See, someone in the comments is gonna be like, man, you're a juff. And that's what it was, you know, like, we went through all that, the nerd phase, the gang phase. That's what a juggalo was for a little bit. Troublemakers. Nerds, troublemakers. Outcasts. And for a long time, that's just what we were. And I think because we attracted so many weirdos and outcasts, we got to this point where it became a dick measuring contest of who could do the craziest shit or the weirdest shit, you know? Because that's how we got attention, I guess. And it's like, look at me. I'm Butt Chug the Clown, and I'm shoving something up my ass. And people love it. I love it sometimes. I think some of that shit's crazy and fun, but there's a time and a place, right? And for some reason, we got to a point where everyone's trying to, again, it's a dick measuring contest. If you're not a juggalo rapper, you're doing too much, probably. Trying to get attention other ways. It got to a point where, like, even ICP has gone on record saying that juggalos are something different now, you know? I think this was around the pandemic era, right, maybe right before that. It was an interview ICP did where Von J was basically talking about juggalos and how, you know, what he thinks juggalos are, you know, he always thinks we're the coolest people ever on earth, right? But he knows that there's this subgenre of juggalo that takes complete pride in being a slob and being, you know, somebody who has nothing and they're proud of it and they ain't doing nothing to improve their lives. He doesn't like that. I don't think anybody should like that. You shouldn't like that for yourself. That's never been the message. The message was, we came from nothing, and we made this. We made a place for everybody to come inhabit. You know? They didn't stay scrubs wearing their fucking, you know, seeing how long they could wear their sweatpants through the year. They didn't stay like that, dog. They were the weirdos in school. They were children. And then they found a niche in life, and they were able to do something more. They were able to make a lot of money doing it. And maybe there's a little bit of a disconnect that with their fans now because they are in such a higher level now. But they're still in touch. They still keep in tune with everything. And I agree with Jay. You shouldn't take pride in being a fucking loser. When people look outside into Juggalos, that's already what they fucking see. Because we wear it on our fucking shirts. You know? Maybe literally even sometimes. I'm a fucking loser. Whoop whoop! What? I've never seen that shirt, but I wouldn't be surprised if it fucking existed or something similar enough to it. You know? And it's fuck what people think about us. It's always been fuck what people think about us. But don't give them reasons to validate that. You know? I'm not gonna police Butt Chug the Clown. But, Jesus Christ, man. It's even to the point now where, and sure, it's the gathering. This is our one time out of the year to let loose. We're all together with family. We're excited. We're happy. We're fucked up. You know? It's a different vibe. But then that dick measuring contest becomes extreme because there's a bunch of people all in one area. And again, there's a time and a place. I ain't saying don't run around butt-ass naked between fucking campgrounds. I mean, I'm not saying do that. Just for safety reasons. Fucking Christ. But, the trash war. The trash war ruined something about the gathering. We don't get seminars no more. That's gone. If it ever comes back, we don't know. Will Juggalos act up? Will they act right? You kind of don't know. It's a mixed bag. It's a roll of the dice. It's a flip of the coin. Ill Bill found out the hard way last year, right? Which is still odd to me. He's not new to this culture. He's performed at the gathering. I don't know. Either way, that's a whole nother fucking discussion. But it's still relative. It was Juggalos acting up that caused that to happen. And it's unfortunate that we can't even fucking contain ourselves with ICPs on the trash war. They're trying to tell us, and I know we can talk a lot about the seminars and how there's been probably more things promised that didn't come through than did. But it's still at least an idea of where they're at in their head, what they got planned. And more often than not, of course, we probably know a lot of the stuff's happening anyways, because they normally announce the shit as soon as they get an idea, which has been their problem to begin with. Anytime an idea comes up, let's fucking announce it. How about we wait till it's fucking ready? Anyways, so, like, you can think about it in different ways, but, like, the trash war was a big deal as to why we don't have a seminar. But I think a lot of people missed what Shaggy said. There was a fight. There was a fight in the front row of the seminar an actual fist fight. And that upset Jay like a motherfucker, because he truly believes that Juggalos don't fight each other. I don't know if he just says that for the PR reasons when he's doing interviews, but I think he genuinely thinks that Juggalos don't fight each other and that doesn't exist in the Juggalo world. Yeah, the fuck it does, buddy. There's video of it. There's a lot of shit talking online. If it doesn't get to that point, you know, there's a lot of shit talking online. Juggalos don't get along all the time, you know, because there's so many of us. We do come from all different walks of life, you know. I don't know. What is a Juggalo? Is it the nerd? The weird kid? Is it the kid that's trying to get too much attention? Is it all the above? I don't know. But I'm down with the clown and I'm down for life, yo.